Let's welcome to the show Nicole Neily, founder and president of Parents Defending Education. Nicole, it's great to have you on. What was your reaction when you saw anchors and pundits at MSNBC and CNN pushing the false narrative that the only reason Republicans won on Tuesday is because of racism?
It's appalling and it's offensive, and it's one reason that outlets like MSNBC are losing viewers. I mean, my grandparents were in an internment camp in California during World War II. My vice president is an Indian American single mother Muslim. People like us are not racist, and it turns out a lot of voters don't like being called names, and I think that's one of the reasons we saw the outcome we did on Tuesday.
Republican Winsome Sears is Virginia's first female black lieutenant governor. Jason Miyares, the son of a Cuban refugee, he's Virginia's first Hispanic attorney general. 54% of Hispanics voted for Glenn Youngkin, but they're calling this white supremacy. Let's watch the media make this false claim. Watch this.
Racists have always found a home in the Republican Party. People who traffic in white supremacy have always felt comfortable here.
The sweater vest, very nice soccer dad model that Youngkin has put out there, this new, like, I'm a palatable version who still says similar themes that Trump said.
On education, I think all the CRT stuff is trumped up dog whistling.
Critical race theory, which isn't real, turned the suburbs 15 points to the Trump insurrection-endorsed Republican.
Stoking hysteria over the coded boogeyman of critical race theory, which is not currently taught in any Virginia public school.
CRT is in the latest line of school busing, crosstown busing, welfare queens. You have it. It's in that same line.
It was education, right, which is code for white parents don't like the idea of teaching about race. And I mean, unfortunately, race is just the most palpable tool in the toolkit.
The subtext of all this was, we can't let these black and brown people run the country. The messaging didn't matter. This is about the fact that a good chunk of voters out there are okay with white supremacy. Let's call a thing a thing. Actually, scratch that. They are more than okay.
Nicole, what do you say?
It's appalling. We speak to parents every day across the country who are angry that their districts are canceling gifted and talented programs in the name of equity, that their children are being taught to view each other first and foremost through the lens of race and gender. That's why parents are mad, and if these talking heads persist on this line of argument, next year's elections are going to be an absolute bloodbath. So I wish they would have a little bit of introspection, but I doubt it.
The soccer moms have become now the school board parents, and it's a movement that's nationwide. I mean, the White House is saying CRT is not in public schools. We're finding critical race theory taught in public schools nationwide. Why can't the people at MSNBC do a simple fact check and look at school boards and their own education websites? You'll see CRT sitting there, and you'll see money appropriated for it. People don't want to racialize their 5-year-old kids, divide them on the color of their skin. When Martin Luther King said he wants a colorblind society. Yes, teach the history of racism. Do that. Learn from it. Don't racialize children. Why are they in the media echo chamber? Why are they sitting in the amen corner talking to each other, doing bias confirmation and reinforcing themselves, so tone deaf, not listening to you or parents out there?
Well, it's a great question. Yeah, why are they in the echo chamber? I think we've seen that the echo chamber doesn't work. They want to talk about people. They want to talk down to us. And that just doesn't resonate with voters.
Nicole, talk to us. What have you found about critical race theory being taught in public schools?
Sure. I mean, certainly no child has to read Kimberly Crenshaw or Richard Delgado. My 8-year-old is not learning that. But what we are seeing is the implementation, the pedagogy, being taught to view others through this lens and to treat people accordingly.
So you're seeing it in public elementary schools and in public high schools? You're seeing that in states, in every state nationwide?
Every state nationwide. We have a map on our website. We have a tip line. We receive tips from across the country. We vet them and we fact check, and everything is put up with backup. So this is not just hearsay. There are documents, there are screenshots, there are PDFs. People can make up their mind for themselves what they want their children to learn, but they can see the evidence in front of their eyes.
Well, so viewers are being misled across the country if they watch the other networks. They're not being told the truth. Your final word.
No, it's offensive and it's sad, but I think, the Democrats proceed down this line of argument, telling parents and speaking down to them at their peril, because People obviously came out in droves to vote on Tuesday, and I have no doubt they'll come out
And
again
minority
next year for the
voters, minority parents are saying what they don't want it. They don't want to racialize their kids and teach them that they're being oppressed because of the color of their skin, when it's about empowerment. Okay, Nicole Neily, thanks for joining us. It's good to have you on.